Today I'm here in September fishing in Amanas. This is a stretch with limited access, but it's still facing quite a lot of fishing pressure in a year. So it's not gonna be an easy episode. I'm gonna do my best to show some good fishing here. My advantage today is that I will be alone on this stretch. A target species of mainly grayling, I would say. But I also have a streamer rod. Amanas, it holds some big trout, so I will try for that. And perhaps some other surprise target species. We'll see what's going on, but late autumn there can be a nice variety of different fish around here. Since there are so many options on what you can do in such a small place, I think it's interesting for you to see that, like, the way I think or the way I plan the day. Let's get into fishing. So I choose to begin at the neck of this stream. I'm fishing a small, like, articulated fly here of Superboo. It's really cool. Original pattern is by Daniel Bergman. And this is on the Meri intermediate tip, or slowmo tip in fact. So I can let the fly go down a bit, but don't worry to get stuck in the bottom. This is on the top of the stream, where it's very calm. And the reason why I begin with streamer is because the most hard to get fish, and it's the most shy for people's present at the water, is the trout. So when it's been calm and quiet here for the whole day so far, I will begin to cast for that. The water level at the moment is quite low, so I can walk all the way out here to the deep edge. It's crazy how deep it gets quickly here. I was not really happy with how I fished it. Probably better with streamer from the other side. I'll try that at a later point. At least I managed to locate quite a lot of graylings rising and graylings potential spots, so I'll switch over to that, see how it goes. I tried to look as well if there was any fish cruising around, but not so far. Maybe I'll have to bring a more sinking line than this. This is just a slowmo tip on a floating line, so didn't feel ideal at the moment. In the night it's probably perfect. See if I try that later, but yeah, let's do some grayling fishing. So I'll begin nymphing now. And actually I'm quite excited for this part because I have no idea what to expect. And I have no idea where the good places are. Actually, before I go all the way out here on the neck, it's a place with extremely flat surface when it's not windy. So I can imagine the graylings being a bit spooky. So they will move if I go closer. Because every now and then there's a window where there's just flat surface. So I'm actually doing some casting here with the nymph. And here I hooked up to the first fish. Let's see what we got here. We have a tiny grayling. This is less than 20 centimeter long. I'll just gently release that. So I made it over to the other side here now. It's going slow. Yeah, it's the same thing here. It's really deep on this side, so I think I'll begin with the streamer rod. This is with a really big ass sonker, because in the autumn there can come lake trout to here. So I thought I'd give that a go As I said, I'm super happy if I catch any nice fish regarding what it is. A lake trout would be really cool, so just give it a go here before I try for grayling. There is a much deeper channel on this side, so I think it's time that we start to catch some fish now. It's barely any currents, I can just give it a good time to sink. And meanwhile, these lake trouts are not spooky at all, so they can come cruising by here on the deep drop off. So I'm just, while I'm retrieving, I'm just looking at that, see if there is any white fin tips passing by here. If I just could see one, it would mean so much, because I don't know if they're here at this time of year. Oh, I see a lake trout. I see a lake trout. He's like 65 centimeters or something. He's cruising here looking up my fly. What the hell? It came after when I was just playing with the fly here. Now letting it sink again. I was really curious. It came like from underneath the big stone that is laying down here. Except for that microscopic grayling earlier, I haven't caught anything today. I had a little break, re-rigged the rod. This is a bottom express line, and to that I have a craft fur bait fish. I thought I'd give that a go. That's the most exciting for me today, that I saw that lake trout, so I'll definitely try that. So I'm back at the other side now. We'll give that a try. Go over with the boat, try from there, hammer hard for a laker. Let's do it. Now this line sinks like insane straight down here, so this should be perfect. Do I have one? Oh my god, I have a lake trout on. I have a big lake trout on when I was reeling in. How crazy. What? What? How crazy is this? I was just reeling in. Again it did like that. Oh, it's digging deep. Swimming towards the stone. I don't like that. This could be among my biggest lake trout ever. Wow. Wow, it's swimming so fast. What? They're so crazy. Not at the stone, not at the stone. I'm trying to just lift it now. I feel it scratching. I cannot put too much pressure now. Scratching at the stone. I can't go out here. Oh, it's underneath the edge. What a fight. Okay, now it comes up. Probably need to be more gentle now because the leader is most likely scratched. Hopefully it's getting a bit tired. I think I need to get off from here to land it maybe. Okay, my net is too small, but hopefully it will work out. Not down again. How am I supposed to solve this? Come on now, come in here. Come in here. Yes! Yes, I caught it! Yes! There it is! Wow, my first autumn laker. Wow, this is so insane. I I was not saying anything. I fished on the other side or at that stone, had nothing. Then I came back to this place where I had the follower earlier and just casted. Nothing happened, and I decided to reel in and fish frozen grayling instead. And then the line just got heavy to retrieve, and I just kept going. And what an insane fight it turned out to be. Wow. Usually lake trouts are very boring at fighting, but this was crazy. 7-weight line, bottom express, and a craft for bait fish. Oh, I'm so happy right now. That made my day. It's a trout jumping there, I think. Well, might turn out to be a grand slam this night, or else just beautiful laker. So happy. So cool. Fantastic. So what a great turnover. How it just changed from being so difficult today. I did not get many signs of the graylings, so I did most of it targeting lake trout today. Tried quite a lot actually. Changed lines, changed flies. So it's really fun that it paid off. I'm also probably gonna try for a grayling now, see if I can manage to get one more proper than only that small one I had earlier. And well, there is also the chance for trout. I think I had one jumping out here, so it's really cool. Slow day so far, but man, how quick the mood can change. I really think lake trout is such a cool fish. Aggressive predator, strong, and yeah, quite tricky to find actually. They're rare in Sweden. They're not native, so I know some people might be upset that I released it. Yeah, they are quite a good food fish, but I'm no great cook. And I have stacked days of fishing right now, so I don't have the feeling I want to take up that fish actually. Let's continue for some grayling now, I think. Wow, so cool. It's quickly getting dark now. We're just at sunset. So we'll see what we have time for before it gets really dark. The really dark time is, I think, all about the trout. So before then we'll see if we have time for another try on lakers, or if we just, after this nymph run, go all in for trout. I'm not really sure. I wish I could create more time. It's funny how people see fishing, they see me out, or like friends and family, they think it's weird when I'm out fishing for 12 hours. How can you have patience for such a thing? But when you're in it, there's so much going on, so many different strategies, so many targets and so many goals you want to accomplish. So 12 hours out and I'm stressed out all the time. I want to do so many things. The lake trout was so much fun. So I want to give it another go. Put on the sinking line again. And try to swing it out here. It's getting quite dark at this point, so we'll see if they are as active still. Normally I have my best lake trout fishing in daytime actually, but that's in early season when the water is quite cold. Now we'll have to find out what is the code to get them. I mean, if I just compare to other species that I think is similar, I had great char fishing, I mean Arctic char at night. I had great trout fishing at night, and I had great pike fishing at night, so why shouldn't they be willing to take? Therefore I want to try. I don't feel it's need to have a bottom express, absolutely not, but I felt like the slowmo tip was not enough, so I had to go with this. I fish another fly now that kind of keeps its level in the water in a different way, so I think I'm fishing less deep now, doing like a roly-poly retrieve here, since reeling in was the thing for them. Yeah, I'm hooked up. What is this? What is this? Is it another laker? I have no idea, but something took my fly and it's behaving like a laker, I think. Oh shit, I lost the line. Oh, it took so strong. Okay, let's try to reel this in. I lost the whole line. Okay, now we're tying. Now we're taking meters on it. So scared now because I can't see the stones and stuff. I think this could be bigger actually. Oh my god, this is heavy. Oh. Roly-poly again. Wow, it's giving bubbles up here. Oh yeah, this is bigger. It's a lake trout and it's bigger. Oh, it's coming bubbles out of it. Oh, oh, it's going deep. I don't know if it has been shredding the leader or anything. So I have to be kind of careful, but at the same time there's a lot of stones here. They're amazingly strong. Now it's quite far out in the stream, and there I know it's quite safe. I have a lot of break in this This reel is working on its max now. It's going so deep. This is definitely the bigger than the other one. I think it could be up to 70 centimeters. My biggest ever was a bit over 80, so they do get really big. Oh, it's fighting like hell now. It's coming up to the surface. No, not at the rock. There, I don't want to allow you to go down. I think this could be over 70. I see the fly in the lip, which is kind of scary, but good for the fish. Yeah, come in here. Come in here. Oh yeah, this is big. This is big. I think I'll go into the water here this time. It's definitely getting tired, but it's not in the net yet. And it's quite big for this net. Oh my god, it's too big! Woohoo! This is something people don't target here, and it's so cool. Look at this beast. This is much bigger than the other one. Both put up brutal fights. Wow, look at this. This must be the second biggest lake trout of my life. Really, really cool. Wow, it's just enormous. It could be up to 5 kilos. I'll show the fly. It's right there. Oh, it's a magic head fly. It is on Thai TV if you want to check it out. This is so cool. Let's try to measure this on the rod. Oh, okay, now it's wanting to go away. Are you sure you find a way from here, buddy? It's pretty long way to the deep. Okay, let's swim back. Oh, really splashed the lens. One of the biggest lake trout in my life. I think it's the second largest. The biggest I caught was 84. I got so obsessed with, I couldn't stop fishing today. So I didn't bring any night flies, I didn't bring any headlamp. So it's gonna be very difficult to continue filming from here. So let's end it here. I feel super happy. Have another day of fishing tomorrow, so I'll end this early. Thank you so much for watching.